Now square. Get ready. Robbie, very ready. That's fine.
Ready to go in the Temple Challenge Cup. Race number 21. Njord of the Netherlands. Up against Oxford Brookes University.
Attention!
Bill.
Away they go. And just having a look at the burgundy, navy and cream on this near side. What route are they going to take? They've done well there. They've got away from Temple Island. The danger is you get sucked in towards Temple Island and the steering goes askew. Easier when you've got a Cox on board. And Oxford Brookes University with Brightmore, the Cox, safely away from Temple Island.
And a safe pair of hands, I think, to be in the Oxford Brookes crew. They're getting a bit of a warning there from the umpire to move back over to their station. Harry Brightmore, of course, coxed the under-23 World Championships last year, but of course they've got a real challenge up against them, competing against this crew from the Netherlands who have competed in the 2009 and 2011 under-23 World Championships. This is their first time here at Henley Regatta, so we'll have to see how they face 2014's Temple Challenge Cup winners, Oxford Brookes.
Yeah, it's a tough baptism of fire, isn't it, for the Netherlands boat. It's comfortable at the moment for Oxford Brookes. A length clear in the early stages of this race.
That's a really good lead for Oxford Brookes that they've got themselves into in this early stages. And, you know, I think they'll be burned from last year. They got knocked out on the Friday by Njord in a very, very tight race, what was tipped to be one of the races of the regatta, and they narrowly missed out on a weekend spot. I'm sure they don't want that to happen to them this time round, and they've gone out of the blocks in a really powerful display.
It's a bit misty and murky down towards Henley, but it's Oxford Brookes who still enjoy the lead. The Temple Challenge Cup.
And just looking there at the crew from the Netherlands, they are rating a little bit lower. They're a little bit more relaxed, but they've got more places to go. So although Brookes lead, you know, they're still clinging on. And I think as long as they've got contact with the Oxford Brookes boat, we could see them make a real step on through the middle stages. Yeah,
it's game on at this stage, isn't it? Either boat can win. It'll just be who can fight to the line in the most swift fashion, because at the moment, your guess is as good as mine. See which boat has most left. Yeah, very tight race. Oxford Brookes University, third of a length.
So that means that the crew on the Berkshire station have eaten away that lead that Oxford Brookes got in the early stages, and this Brookes crew, with a couple of changes, they won the British University Champ. So in terms of British calibre in the university event, the Temple Challenge Cup, they should be our best bet.
Yeah, they're the best Britain have to offer, but I think Njord of Holland are doing themselves proud here, aren't they? They're giving Oxford Brookes, well, more than a scare. They know they've got to hold their race together. In fact, Njord here, just looking there in the white and sky blue, judging by that picture, are only half a length down.
And I mean, these crews met each other at the Holland Becker, a big international regatta that takes place over in the Netherlands. And the crew on the right-hand side from Njord, KSR Njord, actually didn't make the final, whereas Oxford Brookes did. So
Oxford Brookes there have just put on a little bit of a shift, haven't they? And a surge mid-race has made it more comfortable for them. They've now stretched their lead. That's been a really good last 200 or 300 metres for Oxford Brookes.
Absolutely, and I think in terms of, you know, a good intense piece on the Wednesday, this is a really good race for them to take part in. I think they need to be used to both of these crews racing side by side in the eights, because later on in the week we've seen how tight some of the finishes can be. They'll be only feet in this, so they'll be wanting to keep it nice and intense through the middle, really rehearse what they might have to come up against. And I think that's where we saw Mr. Brightmore in the cock seat go, right guys, we're going to have to step on and move away if we're going to really stamp our authority on this event.
Yeah, as they go past Upper Thames Rowing Club and in front of the enclosures in a moment. That was the section of the race. I don't know how pre-planned that would have been tactically to put the spurt on there and make sure they get ahead of the Dutch, but that is certainly going to be the critical part of this race, isn't it? The critical stage where Oxford Brookes University seized it by the scruff of the neck and have forged ahead, and now they'll be pretty much assured a spot in the second round of the Temple Challenge Cup.
And I don't know whether you can hear that there on the YouTube stream, but they're just getting warned there again. But the real noise that these eights make when the blades come out of the water, you can hear it, the sort of whoosh as they propel forwards. That is really impressive and I think quite mesmerising noise to watch two eights coming down the course like that.
Yeah, an impressive sound, an impressive performance, and an impressive win for Oxford Brookes University in the next couple of minutes.
And some impressive spectating. I think I heard lots of shouts from the back there.
Not too far from to travel, is it? Oxford Brookes University, if you're unaware of your South Oxfordshire geography, is only 30 miles up the road from here, so no doubt lots of supporters have travelled down to support them. The umpires had a busy race here.
Absolutely, I think, you know, this Harry Brightmore, who coxes this Oxford Brookes crew, has really tried to push them into the middle of the river, and I don't know whether it is tactical, as you say, but, you know, not something that the umpire wants to contend with.
Or is going to tolerate.
Absolutely.
Indicating there that he wants that Oxford Brookes boat out the way of the Dutch, leaving the puddles, leaving the dirty water.
And they've just started to tone it down now. I think they've realised that they're far enough ahead. They've broken that clear water on the crew from the Netherlands and are just starting to conserve their energy.
In front of the stewards' enclosure, in front of the umbrellas in the grandstand. Final few strokes for this eight from the Oxford Brookes University A. They were just taking their time to reach the finish line, knowing that sterner tests lie ahead in the next 5 days. Oxford Brookes University winning the Temple Challenge Cup against Njord of Holland, who weren't too far behind in the end, but I think Oxford Brookes University felt they always had that under control.
Absolutely.